So what are some of the differences between these traditional hybrid remote and virtual from a standardization scalability? You can see it on the left. I don't need to read it. Now, before I start speaking, this isn't a statement of absolutes. This is a statement of relative, okay? So actually, I'll tell you, when we first did this slide, we had high, average, and low, and I said, no, it's higher, average, and lower. They're relative. They can all have these things. A traditional model and a hybrid remote and virtual can all have, for example, scalability you see on the second column, but it's just a comparison between each of the three. Traditionally, you'd have standardization. It would be easier, in inverted commas, to standardize, scale, have a tight control environment, and have that labor arbitrage play in physical locations. But business resilience and talent retention can be more challenging, right? If you have all your eggs in one basket from physical location perspective, that can cause significant issues around BCP, for example, business continuity. And actually, it can be more challenging if you're more restricted in your talent pool. And actually, it can be also, especially in the new generation, less attractive to work in a physical location all the time. Hybrid remote, again, which I've defined as defined in the previous slide, there's some of these things are maybe more challenging. Still, you can still achieve them though. But scalability, more distributed control environments, you've got people working from home, so you have to make sure that data is secured, you have to make sure access is secured, you have to make sure, there's VPNs in place. So it doesn't mean you can't have a very tight control environment, but it can be more challenging. Labor arbitrage, you can still benefit from. Resilience can potentially be improved compared to the traditional model, because you have people located. So if something went down in one location, you still have people available or ready to work from home. And actually, it can be supportive of talent retention to some degree as well. In the virtual model, work from home, multiple locations, I'll go right to the bottom. From a resilience and talent retention perspective, that can be really advantageous, especially in the newer generations who we all like having the flexibility to work from home. And so this actually is very attractive from a talent retention perspective, as long as you support the people development side of that, and the team spirit and the team training and the consistency, then it can be a real advantage. And resilience, of course, you don't have a physical location that will go down. From a control environment, scalability can be more challenging. And then labor arbitrage, you have to be a little bit clever. You can't just go to one or two lower cost locations if you have people distributed. The flip side is, having a virtual model, you can actually pick some of the lower cost locations as well, which is why it says average. So these are just some of the comparisons as you think about this. I will say that the hybrid remote / virtual is where a lot of organizations are moving towards, especially hybrid remote. Hybrid remote is the one we recommend for organizations right now, because virtual comes with challenges. So virtual is as scalability and consistency improves, it's going to continue to move on there. But we can say for sure hybrid remote operating models with some central location is organizations are following. And I will, before I move on, GBS and shared services has really shown itself to be a great enabler in following the recent pandemic. For many of our companies and clients, they were able to step up to the challenge of providing consistent ongoing services through that.